Hey everyone, okay, so this is a slightly different tutorial. I'm going to try and keep it as short as possible and hopefully you'll understand the point of why I'm talking to you. When I first was interested in makeup, I found the whole of it in its entirety incredibly difficult to understand. I was not born artistic. I drew as a child, but it was very poorly. I'm not artistic in any way, shape or form. So when I was first learning makeup and trying to learn it, it was very hard for me. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I didn't do it well. I did it incredibly poorly. But the one thing that I kind of didn't do was just say, okay, well, I'm not naturally talented, so forget it. Because that absolutely was not what I did. All I did was think to myself, okay, I can't do this yet, but I'm bloody well gonna learn how to. And all the books that I read at the time, because there were no DVDs or YouTube wasn't around, made it seem very complicated. Half the time there was no pictures. When there was pictures, it was very poorly done, or there were drawings. Nothing talked about eye shape or all the other problems that we might have. And it was just such frustration. And the way I ended up learning how to do makeup artistry was basically because I was trying to learn how to contour a face and I just couldn't get it. And you do the foundation and then you start shading with powders and it just looked like stripes down the face. And I was just thinking, oh, for God's sake, wouldn't it be nice if you could just do the contouring first and then just put the foundation over it? And that's kind of where something kind of went off inside me and go, oh, okay, well, maybe you can do that. And if you've seen any of my contouring videos, and I'll put some in the description bar below, you'll see that I do the contouring and the highlighting first, because then when you blend the foundation over it, you're taking away the lines, but leaving the structure on the face of this light and dark. And it was then that it kind of clicked in. And when I was looking at eyeshadows and people doing these amazing eyeshadow tutorials, I just was thinking, how on earth do you do it? And oftentimes they're really blessed as well because they have very large eyes, a very large lid, a large socket. And I think me and the tutorials that I do, my eye is very, very normal. I don't have a big lid. I don't have a deep socket. I don't have a lot of space. I think I represent a good proportion of normal people in terms of how our eyes look. And the way that I view eyeshadow is I break it down. It's kind of like when you look at a chocolate cake. A lot of people, we just see a chocolate cake. The way I view it is I see all the ingredients that make up that chocolate cake. And it took me a long time to work it out. And I'm hoping that because of this tutorial and the one that will follow this, you'll understand and view my tutorials hopefully in a different manner, because all I want to get across with my tutorials is to make it easy for you, whether you want to be a makeup artist or whether you just want to learn makeup and apply it to yourself, that it is not as complicated as we seem. A lot of the tutorials on YouTube aren't really tutorials. They don't go in depth into how to do something. They don't explain eye shape or anything like that, which is so important. And the reason I wanted to do it was to share everything that I've learned up till now. Because if I can do, and you'll see in the next tutorial, if I can do something that looks really, really amazing on an eye or on the face, then you can do it too. Because if I can do it with so little natural talent at all, then you can do it probably a lot easier than me and a lot quicker than it took me to learn it. And the best thing about this is that if you want to be a makeup artist and you think, well, I don't have enough talent, or I'm too old, it's absolute nonsense, because I have the most amazing job and the most amazing life with makeup and doing makeup and getting paid for it, and you get paid well for makeup, and you think, and I did all this and built it all up with no talent to begin with at all. It was all trial and error. And I think the best thing that I'm trying to do with my videos is to share with you as much of the information as I can, so that you can get it down really quickly, and then go and make it even more beautiful. And that's the whole point of my tutorials. And you know, all I want to do, I have no interest whatsoever in editorial. I have no interest in being famous. I have no interest in any of that stuff. I just want to explain everything that is in my head that I've learned over the course of 14 years of practicing and playing and learning the ways that I like to do makeup, and to bring it to you as best as I can possible, and as simple and easy and concise and to the point as possible, so that you can take it and go and have the most beautiful face or the most wonderful career in makeup. Because a lot of the schools in makeup, they're very good, they're incredibly expensive. Expect to pay in the UK anything from £3,000 to £15,000 in order to learn how to do makeup at a makeup school. A lot of money. I did a makeup course, I got a qualification. I did not get that qualification until I was 30. From then onwards, I was still working and getting paid at doing makeup. You don't have to have a qualification. It's nice to have one, you don't have to have one. All you need to do is have patience, keep practicing, get yourself a portfolio, which you can do for free, absolutely free. Go to a photographer, you say to them, I will do the makeup for you for free on your models in exchange for the photos. Most photographers will be like, great. Easy to build up a portfolio if that's what you want to do. All I want to do is explain everything I've learned, give it to you as concisely and short as possible, and have you go away and learn something. And that makes me very happy. That is all I really want to do. So I hope you kind of understand this tutorial. Please rate it, by the way, because it makes me smile from here to here when you rate. And hopefully you'll see the next tutorials and the makeup tutorials that come up as something new, and as opposed to trying to create a pretty face, more trying to enable you to learn the techniques that will enable you to continue to create beautiful faces on yourself or anyone else. Okay, that was it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.